second FA Cup final was just around the corner. The club had its status back. There was never a dull moment at United. Not in cup final week with Wembley suits to fit and flaunt. The country's most fashionable club had to look its best. No substitute for style.
Where's his trousers? Hey? Who's Nick Nolan's trousers?
I've got them on.
I definitely get the feeling, because it's us and Everton, and because of maybe what Everton have achieved and what we are, there seems to be more about this one even than the last one.
Not many times Manchester United go into cup finals as underdogs, but we did that day. Although we didn't think so, we fancied our chances strongly.
What a welcome!
Everton had just won the league. We're going for the league and cup double, which not many teams had done prior to that. That was a real unprecedented thing at that particular time.
And he's about to toss up with a famous old penny that he's got. So it's Everton then who will kick off in an all-blue strip today. Manchester United in red shirts and white shorts. The team that are seeking this incredible treble are underway again. Gary Stevens with Everton's throw. But a long one searching into that Man United box. Oh, just wide from Peter Reid. And after Bailey had come and hadn't punched it very far, Reid was there. And what an escape for United. Referee looking at the watch. And the first 45 minutes are over. Everton 0, Manchester United 0. Welcome back to Wembley Stadium, the 1985 FA Cup final.
It was always going to be a real difficult game.
What did you make of this one, Ian?
Well, I thought Kevin Radcliffe went in a little bit late on that one, to say the least, and it was a bad foul, actually.
Referee Willis laying down the law.
Peter Willis was a big man in all sorts of ways, from the northeast, a policeman, gift of the gab, well respected.
Really do need to have eyes in the back of their heads, referees.
It was two equally matched teams on the day, not given an inch.
Seeing what can pop up on the other side for him. McGrath, oh, intercepted by Reid, and brought down with a desperate challenge by Kevin Moran into the book. Suddenly Everton looked to have 3 up, and only one United player was back. It was Kevin Moran, and it was a desperate challenge there on Peter Reid. And that produced the booking. Oh, he sent him off. He sent Moran off. I don't think it's any good him arguing, but Moran's been sent off.
Well, I really do find that incredible, Brian, because it was just a badly timed tackle, a fraction of a second out, nothing malicious about it at all. And for the lad, no wonder he's upset to be sent off in a cup final for a tackle like that. I just can't believe it. I think the referee's 100% out of it.
Well, he's desperately upset, as you can see, but the referee was adamant. First man ever to be sent off in a Wembley Cup final. Ron Atkinson there, he is deeply incensed.
Peter Reid actually went over and patted him on the back and said, "Sorry, mate." I mean, the players of both sides.
And Ron Atkinson's still on the field there, just for a moment. Sorry, Ian. And Kevin Moran cannot be consoled. The challenge on Peter Reid. Now, whether he argued afterwards with the referee or not, I'm not sure. But he's sent off the field. We're now playing time added on for injuries. At the end of 90 minutes, it'll be 15 minutes of extra time each way. Bailey out. And that's the end of 90 minutes. And the balance, you would think, Ian, with 30 minutes to go, would now spring a little bit towards Everton with their 11 men.
Oh yeah, I mean they've got to have the advantage now. You've got to feel sorry for Kevin Moran. I mean, the poor lad didn't really do anything, I felt, other than he went for the ball a split second late, and I think it was because Peter Reid was going through on goal, and you know, and the referees thought, oh yeah, it's one of those professional fouls we all read about, and sent the lad off. Peter's coming up again now. I mean, Peter was just short of getting the ball there, just played it away, as if they almost got it together as it happened.
I was trying to find out why he was sending me off, and he just wouldn't talk to me. So I had no explanation for it. At the time, it seemed me really remonstrating with the referee, because as far as I'm concerned, I wasn't even at fault for the tackle. And this was so frustrating at the time. And so all he just did was to point away and just point towards the line.
From a stadium that was very noisy, it went very quiet. It really did go quiet, and I thought, oh my gosh. And in a split second, your life probably flashes before you. And quite frankly, I said, well, what do I do next? But I only had one choice, and that was to send Kevin from the field of play.
It was unfair, I thought, Kevin getting sent off, and even Reid himself didn't want Kevin sent off.
To say Peter Reid was denied a goal-scoring opportunity when he was something like 40 yards from our goal. He's never ran 40 yards in his life, Reedy.
Both went for the ball, and the attacker just got there a split second ahead, and you can't really blame a defender on that one.
As the 10 men go battling on into extra time. Oh, there's somebody crawling on the roof there, look. Oh, goodness, that's a dangerous thing to be doing. Well, here down on earth, Strachan finds Kidman, who plays it in quickly, and Mountfield getting in low to get that one away. So much tiredness out there now that we're going to find a few mistakes as well. Ray is up, but Frank Stapleton beat him in the air. Olsen, Hughes. It's gone past Bracewell. Whiteside's onside. Strachan in the middle. Olsen up as well. The goal! Whiteside! That's incredible! How on earth did he get that past Southall? And look at the bench. And Kevin Moran is up as well. The day has suddenly turned a bit brighter for him, and it certainly has for them. What an amazing goal.
A fantastic goal, really. You know, he got Van der Haar in front of him, and he just bent it round him with his left foot, just inside the post here. You can't blame the goalkeeper on that one at all. It was a really superb goal. Oh, look at the bend he had on that ball. Fantastic.
The 10 men are in the lead, and they have 9 minutes to hold it. Whiteside, the scorer, who got one here in 1983. Now, Trevor Stephen. Can they hold on? McGrath giving away the corner. The kick goes to Everton. And the treble for the moment is slipping, or the possibility of it is slipping from their grasp. He's played about 4 games this afternoon, by the way. He's up and down, up and down. And he knows his side are a matter of a few seconds away now from a magnificent cup tie victory. They've won it! Manchester United have won it with Norman Whiteside's goal, and look at that. Well, it's been a tough old day for Kevin Moran, but that great hug from manager Ron Atkinson as he runs onto the field, gets a handshake from Howard Kendall. Everton denied the treble by Norman Whiteside's goal as Ron Atkinson goes from man to man, hugging them all, because it's been a really tremendous battling performance by Manchester United against so many odds, and even a great hug there for Peter Reid. To get the cup from His Royal Highness, the Duke of Kent, the President of the Football Association. Well, they've hurriedly put the red and white ribbons on that marvellous old cup. And it goes back to Old Trafford. Kevin Moran gets his winner's medal and a handshake from his chairman, Martin Edwards. Oh, what an afternoon of mixed emotions for that young man. Seems to be an absence of medals for the winners there, unless somebody gathered the whole lot up for them, but they've all gone up and they've all had a handshake. But what is more important for all of them, they've come down with the FA Cup. And a glorious team picture from a team that put in a glorious effort, that in the end, thanks to Norman Whiteside's goal, was a winning effort.
First time in the history of this match, a player sent off, but 10 men have beaten 11. Manchester United have the cup once again. Shall we get a view of the players now, from the lads here? I'm going to come to you first, Mick, because you said that an individual flash of brilliance would do it, and you're absolutely right.
It was, you know, well done Ron Atkinson and well done Man United. A great performance. It was nearly ruined the game by an imposter called a referee. I mean, a scandalous decision, but they rose above that and they come out there and football's the winner at the end. Great.
Strangely, Jimmy, as extra time went on, it looked as if perhaps Man United might pull it off. They looked the more determined.
Yeah, they did. They were good on the break. I agree with Mick. That was the worst refereeing I've ever seen at any cup final. Not only that decision, I thought he was diabolical throughout. But Norman Whiteside put it to rights. Thankfully, the referee can go home and sleep safely, I feel. But I would like to say, to me, apart from Norman Whiteside, I think Frank Stapleton had an unbelievable game when he came back and acted as sweeper in Moran's place. He is a real hero, that
I tell you, could it be that somehow he may have shown dissent after that? Would that have been it?
No, I think the referee wanted to get his name in history before he retired, Dickie, you know. And he's gone and done it, hasn't he?
He's certainly done it, yes.
I mean,
let's hold it here because we can go down to join Jim Rosenthal. He has some of the victors there with him.
We have indeed, and a very happy lineup here indeed, and the cup being handed right across to Norman Whiteside. Norman, the youngest FA Cup final goal scorer, but what a marvellous goal for you today as well.
Yes, it just came at the right time, and the last period, extra time. It's a nice time to get the goal, yeah.
So I was trying to use the defender as a screen, and something at the back of my mind just says, hit it. And Neville was onside. I mean, it never worked in training, but thankfully for me, it worked on the big day. And that was the theory behind the goal. But, I mean, I was stuck out in the right wing, having a rest, basically. But it just shows you how, 30 seconds later, you've scored the winner in the cup final.
I think Neville Southall had a cap or a towel on the side netting, because I'm sure Norman said, I just aimed for his towel. it was unstoppable.
The youngest scorer in Wembley FA Cup final history 2 years ago. He's still only just 20. And he writes another chapter.
People said, did he mean it? I saw him do that many, many times in training. I mean, he was brilliant at that.
I mean, I tried it all the time in training, but I never, it never worked, but it worked on the big day.
Curled in absolutely superbly, didn't it? But and a very impressive display from you as a centre-half, might I say.
I think that got me out of trouble. I got a bit of an injury in the first half. Kevin Ratcliffe just caught me and I did my medial ligaments.
Well done, Frank. We must move across to Ron Atkinson and ask you, Ron, about the really controversial moment. Now, our experts have been very, very strong about it indeed. I wouldn't ask you to have a go at a referee, but you were obviously rather distressed when it happened, the sending off.
Yeah, well, the way I saw it, I didn't even think that Kevin made an attempt not to play the ball. I mean, that does happen in games. I think it was just because he was the last man, but it was that close. I mean, it wasn't a blatant one. It was just that he was a wee bit late. And
do you think he should have sent off pitch?
Oh, I've just said it. It was a bad decision in my opinion. Thought it was a wee bit unlucky.
We were a fine side, and to beat us with 10 men, sometimes you'd have to hold your hand up and say, well done to Manchester United, even though it did cost us a historic treble, so to speak.
Lads, you've got the cup here. Mark Hughes and Paul McGrath, thanks ever so much for joining us. You make a really happy threesome. And from the interview room, back to Dickie and saying, well done, Manchester United.